Wow, what a beautiful sound. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure and honor that I introduce to you the latest masterpiece creation from the Grand Master Custom Shop of Europe. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Rose. Oh, would you look at how beautiful that handmade inlay is of this absolutely spectacular rose? Do we get a nice close-up? Oh, look how pretty that is. Look at the beautiful abalone inlay, the abalone rose work. Also notice that the fretboard, that the pickguard and the body shares the same grain lines because it's made from the same piece of wood. It's harmony, beautiful harmony. We learned a long time ago at the Grandmaster Custom Shop that the wood that we needed to get these kind of tones you couldn't buy from the guitar lumber supply shop. You had to find these in what we call treasure chests. These are places that have been forgotten, wood left over from 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago, meant to be used in building hotels from the Art Deco days of the 20s and 30s in Europe. We find those woods, and when you put them on a guitar, look at the beauty of this wood. Would you look at the beauty of this? This is very old wood. It's light. There you go, rose. And notice the wonderful 7-piece neck. Grandmaster guitars are famous for these through necks that go all the way through. And they're multi-laminated because a regular through neck has a little bit of a nasal mid-spike. But when you make them a special way, which we found out with 20 years of experimentation, 20 years, you get a sound that's out of this world. And we're using pickups that are completely humbucker pickups. So you get no 60 cycle hum. These are specially made in the USA by our wonderful friends at Joe Barton Pickups. They're made to our specs. They're called the AJ Special models. And they have a spectacular clean tone with a lot of air. That kind of clean, single coil-ish type of air, multi-dimension, thousands of harmonics don't come from any humbucker that we ever heard before, except these in harmony with a guitar that's designed to bring out this sound. From the soft jazzy sounds to the Texas kind of I'm just hypnotized by the sound of this beautiful guitar. Let me take you through its construction so we see how we did this. First of all, we start with the wood. The wood is not bought anywhere. We find it. It's a treasure hunt that we go through. It comes from Europe, but it's American wood from Louisiana, where you love the old swamp ash. It was a very popular wood back in the 20s and 30s when it was imported into Europe, and they use it in building five-star hotels, in the furniture, in the wonderful long grand tables and doors. And a lot of these hotels never got a chance to use this wood, and it stayed in the depots for a long time. We found it, bought it all. So that's why you get this 80-year-old wood that looks like this. Look at the grain. Look at how beautiful the grain is and the sound. This is a tone chambered body, ladies and gentlemen, which means it's light, very, very light. And because it's a through neck, there is no heel. There is no screws here. There's no metal plate. It's completely through. Your hand goes all the way in there, and you can get to the high notes without even stretching. It's a joy to play. The radius of the neck is sweet, and there's so many things going on here I can show you. Let's start from the top. The headstock is a familiar custom version of a headstock that we're used to, which is inspiration for all of our guitars. The tuners are Spurzell locking tuners. A blessing is written on the back and the name of the guitar with 7-piece through neck with mahogany, rock hard, all U.S. woods, United States woods. Everything from the guitar comes from the U.S. Then we come to the nut, which is a beautiful Graphtec slippery nut made to the specs of Buzz Filton. Okay, we are licensed to use this through our luthier. And the fretwork is absolute. Look, no burrs, no nothing. Everything is filed perfectly. And look at the wonderful inlays. It's a special hexagonic design. It's off-center. It flows Art Deco in the spirit of the guitar. And there's Papua New Guinea on the sides, as it is here. Nothing here is plastic. It's all real shell. Inside is mother of pearl. Now here's the cool thing. Did you see what I just happened here when I put that on? There's lights, yes. There's LEDs underneath the beautiful inlays. And not only in the inlays, on the side, can you see on the side, here there is fiber optics. And these light up as well. So you're covered on a dark stage or on live television. You got the lights in your eyes, you're sweating, you know, and you got to see where you are. In the dark, you start off a song. This can be a lifesaver. It's also a crowd pleaser. When it goes on, people go, ooh, ah. But it's really cool. You could turn them on and off. You know, if you don't want the bells and whistles, turn them off. But when you need them, they're there. Okay? And from the 15th fret down, there is a very, very soft scallop. You can't even see it, but you can feel it when you need to get the high notes. Okay? The body, as I said, is tone chambered. A beautiful, beautiful inlay of the rose is here. I mean, look at the detail here. Look at how that's made by hand. I mean, we have masters. We have 6 masters working at Grandmaster Guitars. God bless them. They all have master's degrees in luthiery, building instruments from the Conservatory of Music of Russia, Ukraine. This is where our custom shop is. God bless them all. They really build some spectacular pianos and harps and cellos. You give them some wood and a screwdriver and a knife, you come back in 2 days, there's a piano standing there. These guys are that good. I took them to the next level of design and building electric guitars that are out of this world, because I'm a player. And a player knows what you need. And when we play, we said, oh, I wish we could hit those notes, wish we can get that tone. That's why there's a lot of thinking in this guitar's design and a lot of love. We're not trying to make them cheap, you know, to make a lot of money. As a matter of fact, we don't make a lot of money on these. It's a labor of love. We're more of an artist and guild than a company. Let's continue. Here is a beautiful, beautifully made tremolo by the great Mr. Charles Fisher. He designed this. And if you notice, there's no screws there. There's no posts. It's standing in midair, perfectly balanced. A normal tremolo has screws here, so it moves like this. So every time you go up, the strings go up. Every time you go down, they go down. And when you go back, if you can go back, you get that sound. This, the fulcrum is right in the middle. So as you move it, the strings don't go up and down. And you can do amazing stuff. For instance, here's an E. E. Okay, here's an A. Now I'm going to hit the open E. I'm going to move back. I just raised an E to an A. That's 2.5. Now, what does that mean? That means that you have another tool. You can do dive bombs. I'm going to do all that for you. But at the same time, let's say, let's listen to this lady. Very famous blues lick that we all love and adore. Let's say that you could take this up 2.5 steps. Let's say you went. Unheard of in the guitar world. So it stays in tune. So not only do you have the wonderful ability of performance, but the sustain is there and the tone is there because we use the Graphtec saddles. We love the Graphtec people. We think they make really great stuff. Here we have also wonderful Australian lacewood tiger stripes right here. All of the inside internal switching is all American, wonderful CRP, I think it's called. Wonderful stuff that lasts a really long time. Strap locks, Jim Dunlop. They're flush mounted, see? Right here. Do you see? Like that. So the guitar, your investment doesn't fall. And can you see how the guitar plug inside is? We don't put it here so it clutters up the guitar and messes up this beautiful grain. It's on the side. And if you have one of those new little wirelesses, it'll fit right in there perfectly out of the way. So everything here is thought out. So as you heard this spectacular clean tone, I mean, if I could play it. That is a sweet, clean tone. But now we come to the fun stuff, which is the crazy, crazy distortion tone. Let me get, I believe it was 26 on my Fender amp here. Here we go. 26. Here we go. Thank you, Fender, for making a cool amp that plays backing tracks for me. you can go really nuts. Not only that, you can get a great jazz sound too. Just put on the humbuckers. You can split them or get them in single coil sound using the push pulls. Here's a nice. Let me get that sound. There we go. I'm not a jazz player. So you got a guitar that can do it all in your hands. Think of wonderful things that you could do with it. Here's a wonderful tool. You can get all those sounds. It's made with love. It's made with pride and joy, great materials, and it doesn't cost as much as you think. It's definitely not inexpensive because there's a lot of money and time invested into it, but it's definitely a lot less than you would expect it to be. And it's made with pride in Europe at the Grand Master Custom Shop. So Awesome John here signing off. Check out this beautiful instrument, the Rose. What a beauty, huh?